This evening, let's explore the 30th poem of the Tao Te Ching. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi. This is the Lama you are looking for. This evening, we could chant and meditate and enjoy a lesson or two. But first, if you love Star Wars and you wish to meditate as transformatively as Yoda learned to do on Dagobah under the guidance of Qui-Gon Jinn, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. If at any point during this live stream you have a question about meditation or philosophy, or even, gotta find the happy medium here. Meditation or philosophy or even chanting, do not be shy. Simply type your question in the chat window and I'll do my best to get back to it. Hello, Anna. Hello, Ayart. Hello, user 37. Okay, so I think I'm going to click button 5 and dig into the Tao Te Ching. This translation was put together by Rosemary Anderson, who's absolutely brilliant. In harmony with it, I forgot. Never mind. Let's try this again. In harmony with the Tao, guide your rulers not to use arms or weapons to rule the world. My note. Guide your rulers not through coercion, violence, or threats of violence, but rather by flowing empathetically and effortlessly from the Tao of centered spontaneity. The text continues. Such actions attract a response in kind. Where armies camp, thorn bushes grow. To which my explanation. Just as a sine wave's steep peak precedes a deep trough, likewise, the violence we create generates an equal and opposite reaction. Let's make sure the display is still synchronized. The text continues. The skillful succeed and then stop. Do not dare to seize by force. Succeed without pride. Succeed without boasting. Succeed without brutality. Succeed with reluctance. This is to succeed without violence, to which I explained. Victory achieved through the means of Yang's rigidity, fear, controlling elitism, competitiveness, and cruelty is no victory, but defeat in sheep's clothing. Things reach prime and grow old. This is not Tao. What is not Tao soon ends. To which I did my best to explain. The meaningfulness to which we reach is not the all too solid flesh, blood, and bones, ultimately impermanent and impossible to truly grasp. The meaningfulness we seek is the ever-present constance of the Tao in its simplicity, patience, and compassion. I think I shall now subject everyone to a minute of housekeeping. Every 12 hours, I broadcast a live meditation class without any ads. This channel, with your help, this channel could come to support the next generation of nuns, monks, yogis, lamas, and even brick-and-mortar meditation centers, each replete with a resident teacher and their apprentice. If you think this sounds like a good idea and you'd like to help out, even for as little as the cost of 1 cup of coffee a month, use your if you're on the Tube app, use your smartphone's, let's see, I want to do it this way. Use your smartphone's camera to capture this QR code, or simply click one of the donation links in the description area below the video. To my friends on the Clock app, simply use the links in my profile. And this brings us to tonight's practice text, really easy tantra. So let's dig right in. Let's begin by training the neural pathways responsible for empathy and enthusiasm through the recitation of bodhicitta and refuge. May I liberate all beings from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging by relying on the Buddha's example, instructions, and students. May I liberate all beings from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging by relying on the Buddha's example, instructions, and students. May I liberate all beings from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging by relying on the Buddha's example, instructions, and students. MC Loving, welcome aboard. We're going to begin with right view and right aspiration. Which are known by many names, such as Ngondro, Vipassana, and contemplation. So our first contemplation is going to take the form of a rhetorical question. How could clinging feel stressful? Now let's play with a compassionate intention. All being stress, may I soothe. During the in-breath, we mentally recite all beings stress, and during the out-breath, we mentally recite the wish, may I soothe. Let's use a rhetorical question to contemplate impermanence. How could this always change? And now, how could this not be me? This final contemplative this final rhetorical question helps us to train in letting go. We now switch gears to bliss and letting go, which is known by many names, such as completion stage, Anu Yoga, Bindu Mahamudra, and Tikle Dzogchen. We're going to work with figures of speech. We're going to use the verb melt as a metaphor of impermanence to help us to leapfrog over our clinging tendencies. And we're going to use the inference of absorption as a metaphor of interdependence to help us leapfrog over our competitive tendencies. We're going to begin with the circumstance. How lots melt into form. We're going to switch gears from the circumstantial to the physical. How forms melt into speech. Again, we're going to shift gears from the physical to the interpersonal. How speech melts into mind. We switch gears again from the interpersonal to the mental. How minds melt into void. Well, welcome aboard, Klingon. We turn our attention now to the contemplations of love and letting go. They could serve as antidotes to hating and are known by many names, such as generation stage, creation stage, Mahayoga, Tantra Mahamudra, and Tokal Dzogchen. There are always ways to make it more difficult. I prefer to make it easier for folks. So let's begin with this. Now, we're going to wish profound peace for all minds. During the in-breath, we'll mentally recite profound peace. During our out-breath, we're going to mentally recite for all minds. There is no need to visualize or emote or try to do magic. If we play with these words in harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation and our relaxation, we will make progress on the path. Profound joy for all speech. Profound health for all forms. Profound luck for all lots. We're going to switch gears now from love to letting go. How are lots? So here's what we're going to explore. That as we breathe in, our experience of the circumstantial could become quite vivid. And yet, as we relax into our exhalation, these exact same circumstances could begin to feel as if they were as non-graspable as a cloudless sky. How are lots seen yet void? And this question is rhetorical. We switch gears now to the physical. How are forms felt yet void? As we breathe in, our bodies could feel rather sensual. As we relax into our exhalation, these exact same bodies could feel as if they were as non-graspable as a vast, empty void. We switch gears now from the physical to the interpersonal. And the funny thing is that our communication, be it verbal or nonverbal, as we breathe in, can seem rather resounding, yet as we relax into our exhalation, this exact same communication could feel as if it was as non-graspable as a cloudless sky. How is speech heard yet void? Let us shift gears from the interpersonal to the mental. How are minds clear yet void? As we breathe in, mind's functions, mind's ability to see, hear, feel, taste, smell, and the like, as well as mind's ability to emote, intend, reason, recall, and imagine, these could appear to us rather clearly. And yet, as we relax into our exhalation, these exact same functions can begin to feel as if they were as non-graspable as a vast, empty void. We come now to awareness and letting go, which could serve as an antidote to clinging, while also slicing through the duality of dread and desire. It is known by many names, such as Chon, Zen, Jnana, Great Completion Stage, Mahasandhi, Ati Yoga, Sutra Mahamudra, and even Trekcho Dzogchen. Great irony is that despite the grandiosity of these names, the technique is remarkably easy. Sit as sustainably as you can, with your legs comfortably crossed, your tucha sitting upon a cushion. Sit as tall as you can. You don't want to close your eyes too tight. You don't open your eyes too wide. Allow your eyes to be at half mast, and allow your gaze to settle on the floor in front of you. Perhaps a meter, maybe 2 meters in front of you. I like to place my left hand, my right hand in my lap, palm up, and my left hand on top of that. I like to place the edges of my palm against my lower belly and gently touch my thumbs together at about the level of my navel. Now, if your posture is just so, your scapula, your shoulder blades will open, and that's really optimal. So as you breathe in, allow your diaphragm to stretch towards your lower abdomen. And as you breathe out, relax. Now here's the great irony. We are already wired by evolution in such a manner that every time we breathe in, we automatically access our observant sympathetic nervous system. And every time we exhale, we automatically access our parasympathetic nervous system, which is wired for both physical relaxation and mental release. So all we're really doing as we sit with impeccable posture, in imitation of a Buddha statue, we are aligning our intention with the ancient wiring of our autonomic nervous system, which can function an awful lot like a built-in therapist. It's 22 minutes after the hour. Let's meditate. Let's try for 5 minutes and let's see how that works out. Yes, I forgot to mention, excuse me, as you breathe in, it can be helpful to mentally recite the phrase, "Notice this." And as you breathe out, it can be helpful to mentally recite the phrase, "Relaxing." Let us conclude with 4 contemplations of love. Let us lovingly wish profound peace for all minds. Let us lovingly wish profound joy for all beings' experience of the interpersonal, profound joy for all speech. Let us lovingly wish that all bodies of all beings be extraordinarily healthy. Profound health for all forms. Let's conclude by wishing that all circumstances of all beings be lavish with great safety and good fortune. We'll use the words profound luck for all lots. Let us conclude with 3 chants. The first one is a chant of ethics. May all beings practice of kind communication, conduct, and calmness, flow spontaneous and uncontrived. Now comes the chant of impermanence. Impermanence, zeal and love. May each being take auspicious rebirth, master the Buddha's path, and then help all others do likewise. And we'll conclude with my favorite, the 4 immeasurables. May everyone be free from stress, may everyone be happy, may no one be separated from the happiness. May everyone have balance from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging freed. If you feel I have earned it, type something in the chat window, give this live stream a thumbs up, and share it on social media. In approximately 11.5 hours, I would like to return for Tuesday's early morning meditation. Until then, may you and yours be happy and healthy. And if you are as geeky as me, this is the way.